Hello everyone, Republic Jim here. It's a crisp but hazy September day. I'm just heading to work, and this is not the video that I had planned on doing at this point, but because it's been fairly warm and humidity is really low and it's supposed to be breezy again today, we have a red flag warning, so can't do anything that involves flame or anything. So my stovetop heater testing is going to have to wait for another day. But it is a good time to talk once again about my fall cold adaptation process, because as you can see, my window is open, the breeze is blowing through here, and it's roughly 40 degrees. This is the time of year that really sets the stage for being cold adapted throughout the winter. It's at that transition period where we're still warm during the day, but it starts getting colder at night. And like later this week, we're supposed to have overnight lows in the 30s, possibly as low as about 36. We've already had a couple of morning frosts, even though it's been above freezing. We're not quite sure how that works, but we still have had a little frost on the windows. But at any rate, it's that time where it's getting colder, but not so extreme that you can't handle it right now. Of course, during the summer, I've still been, as much as possible, trying to do things to stay used to cold, including fairly regular cold showers and just whatever methods I can do to keep my body adapted somewhat, keep the brown adipose tissue activated. Cold water is certainly the most efficient way to do that, but there are other ways too. And I've used a cooling vest occasionally with the ice packs, but now it's that time of year where it's not extremely cold, but get prolonged exposure to chilly air, and it has pretty much the same effect as a short exposure to cold water. So, doing a 15-minute commute to work, I get that chance to just have the air blowing through here. Of course, I pretty much never use the heater, and as much as possible try to just wear light clothing, although sometimes style dictates something a little more warm. But as far as like polo shirt, it's perfect for getting that cold exposure. And like right now, I can feel my body is responding, my torso is radiating some warmth. I have to keep my arms out away from my body so I don't get sweaty. And it's just a slow process of building up like that. In the fall, as it continues to get colder, I just keep pushing it and forcing my body to adapt and get used to it. While the weather's been warmer, I've gotten in the habit of, at nighttime, most of the time when I take the dogs out for their final walk, I just go out wearing nothing but shorts and walk around in the wet grass barefoot and such. And I plan to continue doing that for as long as I can tolerate it. Sometimes I'll wear shoes or a shirt, really get carried away and put on a light jacket if it's raining. But in general, I will continue to push my tolerance on that and really work at just getting out there in that cold air and the damp grass and stuff, and just getting that brown fat activated, because every little bit of exposure like that, especially for longer times like on the drive, just has the effect of getting it more activated, easier to produce heat. So by the time it starts getting really cold, down in the teens and such, I'll be at the point where the moment I walk outside, I'm just generating warmth and not shivering at all, and that's the way that I prefer to have my body trained for dealing with the cold weather in the winter. So just wanted to make that point, that this is that period that is really important in that process. People that are driving around with their windows up, their heater on, wearing coats or any of that sort of thing are really missing out on the chance to kind of get that early cold hardening in before winter hits. So anyway, that was just a quick update on that. This has been Republic Jim. I'll talk to you later.